Hi everyone, this is Megan from Megan B Plans It All, and today I am going to be planning out the week of November 14th through the 20th in my A5 Hobonichi Techo. And I am extra excited about this because I am planning with Orange Umbrella Co.'s brand new layout or format of the Hobonichi Cousin. And you all know how much I love Orange Umbrella Company, so I'm really, really excited that they sent me this so that I could show it to you all before it goes live this upcoming week. So without further waiting and jabbering, I'm going to get started. Oh my goodness. You might be able to hear a mechanical sound, and that is my breast pump, because my son is with my in-laws and my husband, which means that I can't nurse him. So I sent him down there with some milk, and now I have to keep pumping just to make sure I don't lose my supply. I also, going along with, with this, I didn't feel like going down into my basement where all my washi is, so I just was looking at washi that I have up here. And none of this, well, I mean, this does kind of go. The rest of it, I feel like kind of complements it. I thought it might be fun to add some shimmer here because this is like a starry New Year's kind of vibe with this kit. So I thought it might be fun to add some shimmery. And this is like a purple shimmer. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not using like any type of studio lights or anything. So I'm hoping that this is going to end up bright enough to be able to, be passable, workable, not embarrassable. But these are from Subtle Dreams. I am slightly obsessed with all their stickers and, not stickers, all their washi, and it takes a lot for me not to buy it every release. And there are a lot of releases. Luckily, there's not a ton in each release. These ones are Itty Bitty Sticker Co. These are Molly's. And then this is Planning City. And I was smart at one point in my life, and I put stickers on the inside of them and wrote what company it was from, because not all companies put their logo on the inside, and they're not always obvious of where they came from. Like, this is not obvious. This is obvious. This is not. So here's a plea to all of you store owners out there. If your stuff is not obvious, it doesn't cost too much more money to add your name on the inside, or even just to add some sort of stamp or sticker or something in it, that would be great. Because I like to support small shops, but sometimes I can't just because of my own flaws. And I'm drinking this delicious root beer. My husband hates root beer with a passion. I love root beer. Let me take out my digital calendar so that I can see what appointments I have coming up, because in reality, that's really all I do these days is if I have appointments. Let's get started. I'm going to fast forward through this part where I put date dots in this and lay them out. Okay, I am back. So now I get to decide which washi strips I want where. And for my Hobonichi, this is enough functional washi for me. I just don't have a lot going on these days. So I like to just fill up space with decoration. So whatever washi I don't use, I might use that kind of sporadically throughout. And these to-dos, I probably will use those in my daily. So I will start with this week. Oops. I think I'm hungry, so I'm like shaking a little bit. I actually really like how it's a strip, but it kind of peaks up above and below it. adds a little bit of architectural interest. And I will put the trackers. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of pink down. Really angry, Molly. And I'll do the two. I haven't been reading as much as I had been recently, so I think I'm going to track that, and I'm going to track movement because I need to get on top of that. Going to, let's see, I'm going to use this lighter blue, and I don't know what exactly I will track right now with this box, but I'm going to use it. I might actually use it to track what I post on Instagram, or I might use the bottom. I have been liking to use the bottom for that. So I'm going to take this, but I'm gonna use the bottom couple of lines for tracking social media or planning social media, because I need to do better with that. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I have an idea. I am going to okay. I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'll be predictable and put the thick one at the bottom because I'm just confusing myself. And then I'm going to put this here, and then this middle section here, well, in between those two washis will be where I track/plan social media. So let's do that on the other side. And I'm not going to write social media over every single one of these boxes or spots. So I'm just going to put this here, and I'm going to put a script in here that says social media. No, here. No, I broke that up because I didn't want to cover over the arrow there. All right, so I'm going to pick one of these boxes to put here, and then see how much space I have left right here to see what I want to put there. Maybe some more mollies. I'm going to do this one. It's so pretty. You couldn't see, but I literally just threw the washi strip off the table and into the abyss of my table. All right, so I like the little pops of pink. I'm going to lay down washi up here. I'm going to put the washi actually below those boxes, and I'm going to maybe track the weather. I never do that, but I do have lots of weather stickers that I never use. So let's do that. And it has been just an unseasonably weird, rainy, warm fall. So it might be interesting just to track the next week. Or maybe just keep tracking forever. I don't know. Oh. So I don't know if I will do one of those. This is my lineup for 2020 or 2023. It will consist of Hobonichi and probably just a notebook. I did just get in my planned and proper planner. That's a new planner to me. I'm on the PR team, so I'm excited to get into that. And I believe I'm going to end up using that for work because it is vertical column, but it's a bunch of lists, like check boxes, which you can ignore if you wanted. But stay tuned for a review on that for sure. On Wednesday and Friday mornings, I have a training session at 8:30. I scheduled them for the morning because then I don't have all day to obsess about it and panic and try to convince myself that I don't want to go. So, and that has been working out for me. I bring Asher with me, and either he sleeps the whole time or one of the other trainers holds him, which is super cute. These little stickers work so perfectly. I'll have to look in my memory banks and see if I can remember where these came from. I feel like it might have been Simply Smith stickers. Sounds right. Right. Tuesday is trash day. I don't do anything with the trash day. My husband does, but I have a sticker for it, so I'll use it. Let's see. So on Wednesday as well, I have a mom group, and that is at 11. It's virtual. And the 17th, oh, excuse me. So I've got therapy at 11, actually 11:15. And then Eloise has gymnastics at 5:30. She's been loving it. She's so good at it. She's basically fearless. She did have a pretty good spill, though, this past Thursday. She cried for a decent amount of time, but she worked through it, got through it. And then, oh goodness, on Sunday, we have Eloise's birthday party, which I planned super duper last minute. So it'll be fun to see how that goes. Hopefully people show up. So this reusable sticker sheet, the back side of all of the sheets is a little less forgiving. It sticks a little harder. So you know what? One of the things that I will need to start tracking is my food. What am I looking for? Movement. You know what? Maybe I'll track my steps. Beautiful. Which means I need to remember to charge my watch on a regular basis. So Eloise's birthday party is on Sunday, but it's not, her birthday isn't until the 22nd. There was a moment in time where these were sort of had a rhyme or reason to them. That time no longer exists. Here we go. I'm gonna do one of these script fancy ones. These ones were from a company, I believe, called Wonder. It's like Wonder Stickers or Wonder something. So she's turning 3, and this will be the first quote unquote real birthday party that she's ever had. So hopefully some people show up because her first birthday was smack dab in the middle of COVID. So we did a virtual cake smash. And then the next year, the time just got away from me. So we just didn't plan anything. And this year I literally sent out the invitation to her party 2 days ago. So this is what my exciting life looks like. And Doug has some kind of work-ish meeting on Saturday. I'll just call it work. even though it's not exactly work, but who knows? Doug, call it work event. I don't actually know how long it is. All right, so this really is about it. On Monday at some point, I will go to my mom's and spend the afternoon there and then come home. Throughout the week, I will be using these boxes to further decorate the spread because I did not plan I haven't planned in 2 weeks. So I will be using all the decorations to make it seem like I have a more exciting life than I really do. And I will be adding in anything that ends up happening. So if I end up going anywhere or doing anything, I'll add that in here. And I will take a picture and show anyone who's following me on Instagram what it ends up looking like. But again, this is a brand new format or kit from Orange Umbrella Company that will be releasing this upcoming week. I'm hoping to get this up tomorrow so that people will have plenty of time to see it. But I love it. I mean, I just like having boxes that fit in these small columns. That's really it. Obviously, you can use whatever kit you want, which I'm a very big advocate of, using whatever it is that you have and having fun with it. But it is nice. And I like the simplicity of the Hobonichi kits because it's easy to get carried away, but how much stickerage do you need? I don't know. Depends on who you are. You could always get order more washi if you wanted to and make it a little bit more decorative, or, add washi like I'm going to do. I'm just sticking these stickers down because I know that I'm not really going to be doing much during those particular hours. I can always put boxes or something over. If it turns out that I end up needing that space, let's put a box over it. Low pressure. Kitties on kitties. All right, well, that's it. I think that this was probably pretty short, which is good. Just like I said, I wanted to show this kit off. And yeah, so stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see what this ends up turning out to look like. I'm excited to see what it looks like when I'm done with it, especially with this washi that I'm just randomly using. And for all we know, when you get back, when I'm done, none of this washi will be here, So, okay. Yeah, so that's it. Follow me on Instagram, Megan B Plans It All. Like this will give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Here's another peek at the stickers that I have left over that I'm going to be putting in this spread throughout the week. And I think that's it. So enjoy the rest of your day, week, month, what have you. Oh, and a year, what have you. Peace and cookies. Bye.